Hey, what is going on, guys? It's LittleBigness here, and I am here to bring you our UPA Season 6 Week 3 Team Builder. We're going up against River, the coach of the Rosmalen Roserades. As you can see, his team right over there. Yeah, okay. He has a couple of threats. I'm just going to go over the team really quick. So he's got that Skarmory, he's got the Xurkitree, he's got the Rotom-Heat, Pelipper, Shiinotic, Beartic, Gyarados, which is Mega. I need to put Mega there. That's a Mega Gyarados. Claydol, Scolipede, Trevenant, Buzzwole, and Goodra. So clearly I need to edit this layout with the Team Builder a little bit. But we're not restarting. Just keep in mind that that is a Mega Gyarados, not a regular Gyarados. As you can see, his Z captains are Xurkitree and Buzzwole. So I'm actually happy with that, though, because that means the Scolipede does not have access to Z moves, which I think makes it much more threatening. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and get right into the team. I'm going to explain all my thought processes and stuff as we go through. So first things first, we've got the Terrakion, Mr. Edit coming through. It's a Rockium Z set with Swords Dance and Rock Polish, as well as Close Combat and Stone Edge. And I love this set this week because one thing I noticed about River's team, it's very slow. You have so much slow stuff, and then you got that strong Scolipede right there. But everything else is super slow, and I'm very, very, very pleased with that. So I've got the Swords Dance and the Rock Polish because I want to have the Rock Polish just in case the Scolipede gets out of hand. As you can see, I'm a Jolly Nature, and I outspeed Adamant Scolipede. So I can get a Rock Polish up and outspeed him after 2 speed boosts because I'm assuming he won't run a Jolly Scolipede. If he does, kudos to him. He did great. Sword Stance because I want to boost that attack and just break walls. This thing will be able to set up on quite a few things. I've got enough defensive investment to actually survive any Scolipede hit besides the superpower. Then I've got max attack, and I want to boost this attack, get that Rockium Z to hit something with a huge Stone Edge. Hopefully the Buzzwole, because that's really the biggest threat to this set. I could also use the Rockium Z Stone Edge to hit things like Skarmory. So I should be good with the Terrakion this week. It will go in. It will do a lot of damage. Next we have Sriracha, our Tapu Koko, and I'm really happy with this set right here. It's a terrain extender set because I want to keep that electric terrain up for a long time. This will block sleep from things like Shiinotic, which is good. I also block Z Hypnosis from Xurkitree. And then Thunderbolt, Volt Switch, Brave Bird, and U-Turn. I've got Thunderbolt and Volt Switch because I want to click a lot of electric type attacks. Electric type attacks do well against pretty much everything besides the Goodra and the Claydol, but I'm able to check the Goodra, or do damage to the Goodra and the Claydol. Brave Bird can do a little bit of damage, and U-Turn does a lot of damage to the Claydol. I actually have 20 attack investment, so if it's an offensive Claydol, I 2-hit KO with U-Turn, so I will be doing half to a Claydol if it's an offensive one. Then Brave Bird will also be able to hit the Trevenant and the Buzzwole, which is really nice. But I really want to keep this electric terrain up. Electric spam really hurts his team, which kind of leads into my next Pokemon right here. We're bringing Chuck E. Cheese, the Alolan Raichu, for the first time. And it's choice specs with Thunderbolt, Volt Switch, Psyshock, and Surf. One thing I forgot to do before going into this team builder was check to see if Electro Ball would be a good bet. Because I've actually looked at Electro Ball, and I might want to put it on there. For the sole purpose that I will be outspeeding a lot of things in the electric terrain, and I will be outspeeding them by a big number. And if I have the Electro Ball to get more damage, that's always good. With my speed, I could be getting more damage than a Thunder with the Electro Ball, so I really want to look at that. Psyshock will help me get the Goodra a little bit harder. That's why I ran over Psychic. I didn't really worry about the Buzzwole at that point. And Surf helps me hit the Claydol. So, as you can see, Goodra, Claydol are the big threats to electric spam. Trevenant can be a bit of a threat to it as well. But Choice Specs Raichu just hits everything so hard. It's a great sweeper for this team if I can get in electric terrain a late game and just do a lot of damage. Next, we have our Scizor. We're bringing Seattle right here. I wanted some bulk. An SD Scizor doesn't really do too well this week, because as you can see, he has some good stops to it, like Pelipper, Skarmory, and Rotom-Heat, just to name a few. Buzzwole also stops it, but I could run the Aerial Ace, but then I'd have to run a lot of speed, and I don't really want to do that. And also this gives me a defogger, which is nice because the Skarmory could end up setting up a lot of hazards, as well as the Scolipede, and those can both set up quite a bit of hazards. Bullet Punch helps me have good priority, but I'm going to explain my bulk investment because I wanted to switch into Scolipede, and this is a perfect switch into Scolipede. Buzzwole I can also switch into. Superpower will do quite a bit, but then the attack drop, and as long as he isn't like a sub-focus punch set, I should be good. I feel like I do a bit more to other things, like the Gyarados, I can switch into that. I switch into Bear Tick really well if that thing wants to sweep in the rain. Yeah, I mean, if he wants to run like offensive Skarmory, I guess I can switch into that unless it's boosted too much. So I really like the Scizor set this week, and also I have quite a bit of Spadef investment because that helps me take hits from things like Xurkitree more. Goodra, if I'm in the rain, then I'm taking hits from that because he does have the Pelipper and he might have rain around, which helps the Scizor a little bit with that Goodra. So I'm pretty happy with the Scizor set. Just be bulky, get some slow U-turns off, should be good. Next we have another debut in Pokemon. We've got Duke, our Arcanine, first time this season. I'm really glad to bring Arcanine. I'm bringing a Choice Banded set, and a lot of you might be like, why are you bringing a Choice Banded Fire type to a battle with the rain? Well, I do get Wild Charge, I do get Extreme Speed. That was making it important. I didn't want to run a Life Orb because I didn't want to take too much recoil. I want this to have a bit more longevity just in case I need to switch into some threats, like potentially the Scolipede or the Buzzwole, even though they'll probably pack coverage for me. I guess I could switch into Beartic because it does get Aqua Jet. The Aqua Jet won't do too much. Then I do have the Extreme Speed because I wanted some priority in case the Scolipede got out of hand. And also it'll pick off like Rain Sweepers like the Beartic, potentially the Xurkitree. And Bandit helps me do a lot of damage with that. So I can Extreme Speed sweep later in the game. But I also want to function as a wall breaker because I want to be able to break the walls for things like Buzzwole. I want to break Goodra. I want to break, and this thing will learn the Goodra. And I can get some good chip on it. Skarmory, I want to break. Pelipper, I want to break. Mega Gyarados, I want to break. So there's a lot of stuff that I really want to get some good chip damage on. Claydol. And Arcanine, it can just learn a lot of these threats. Rotom. And I'll be able to help the Electric Sweepers do their thing. So finally, we are bringing Dingledong, our Bronzong, and it is a heat-proof set. It's kind of mixed defenses, but the intent's to have a lot of Spadef there. This helps me take hits from the Xurkitree a little bit better, as well as take hits from the Goodra. Being heat-proof will be the way to go, because I'm expecting him to predict that I'll bring a Levitate, especially since I'm really ground weak, and I know that this week. So if he brings Earthquake on a lot of threats, I'm kind of screwed. But I still have things to outspeed whatever's going to be clicking EQ, so I should be able to recover from that. This is my rocker for the week, and I've got Toxic and Zen Headbutt. Toxic because I want to Toxic things like the Rotom-Heat, which will switch into this. I want to Toxic things like the Claydol, which might switch into this. Then Zen Headbutt helps me hit things like the Scolipede, the Goodra for some decent damage, some decent chip, Rotom-Heat, Xurkitree, whatever really is there, Buzzwole. An Explosion because I want to go Boom at some point. I don't really need this Bronzong too much. So I figured I'd just bring it to hopefully take some hits, then go Boom, and let one of my Wall Breakers or Sweepers come in. And I think I destroy his team with a lot of things that I'm bringing. So thank you guys for watching, and I will hopefully see you in the battle. I don't know why you'd watch the Team Builder and not watch the battle, but that's my team for the week. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you later. Peace.